Hello all and welcome to Lesson 2 in our Learn Computer Repair free tutorial series. For those of you who have subscribed to our free mailers and free program, this will be your second lesson. And for those of you who may be watching this video out on YouTube or Vimeo or something else, make sure you shoot over to BeYourOwnIT.com and get signed up for our free computer training program so you can take advantage of even more bonus material beyond these simple programs and videos that we do. There'll be conference calls and custom training seminars available to members, and a variety of other things as we move on. So lesson 2 is about RAM, why it's important, RAM and or computer memory. Talks a little bit about different types of RAM, how much RAM you're going to need, and when is it time to upgrade. Right, because knowing about RAM and memory is typically something that people just it gets overlooked a lot when people buy computers, and that's kind of what this lesson is about, is making sure that you get enough RAM in the computer that you buy, or you have a reasonable expectation for how much RAM you're going to need in your computer. And it's important to remember that as your needs change and your usage grows and the programs that you use differ or get more advanced, you're going to need to upgrade RAM. A lot of times a slow computer is confused with a memory issue. I'm sorry, people think a slow computer is a hard drive, or their CPU isn't fast enough, when many times it's just that the computer doesn't have enough free memory. So if you're running like Windows XP, you should really aim for at least 2 gigs. That's optimal. And if it's Vista, boy, you really want 4. And now I know that's not everyone can afford it, and if your computer didn't come with it, you may be stuck. But it is what it is, and then that's kind of our recommendations. Now, I've run XP on my old laptop with 1 gig of memory, and it was fine. Vista I've run with 2 gigs, and it's fine. So the 2 and 4 gig numbers that we recommend is only based on optimal performance. And I want to show you, I'll put a link in this lesson probably at some point on the bottom, but a lot of people ask how to upgrade memory and how to find out what kind of RAM is in a computer. I've always used Crucial. I don't officially endorse them. I think there's a lot of other good memory makers out there, but I like their free shipping and free lifetime warranty. I've been using their RAM for the past 10 years probably. But regardless of where you choose to buy your RAM, I think they have a great tool, the Scan My System tool. And if you're on the computer that you're thinking about upgrading, this will scan your computer for free, tell you exactly what the optimal settings are, or your maximum amount of memory that your computer can handle. And I invite you, as an exercise of this lesson, just to go out here and check it out, so you know what the capacities of your computer are, and how far you can take it is in the future, right? Because a lot of us start out with certain needs on our computers, and we grow and we add, or we upgrade operating systems from XP to Vista, and now Windows 7 will be out, and there's a variety of things, or we start using programs we never used before. So we learn something like Photoshop or some web design program, or we start using something as simple as Windows Movie Maker. Whatever the case may be, as our usage increases, or as we learn more about our computers, right, we're going to want to do more with them. So RAM is something that typically gets overlooked, and it's important to keep in mind that, at least if you're looking at something that's relatively mainstream, okay, so DDR right now at the time of this video is pretty popular, but if it's mainstream, if it's what's very typical, it's extremely affordable. 2 gigabyte stick here for $25. I mean, RAM has gotten so inexpensive that you can pretty much max out whatever system you're on very affordably, and you can never really have too much RAM. This picture shows RAM over the ages in its youngest form onto EDO and SD, and then eventually DDR memory, and laptop memory is actually pictured a little bit lower. The thing about laptops with RAM, make sure before you buy any laptop how far you can expand the RAM, because that's really the only thing you can change on a laptop, and as you grow, the RAM is typically the only thing you can upgrade. So if you buy a computer and you can only upgrade, or you may not even be able to upgrade RAM at all, that might not be the best purchase, right? Because as you grow and you start using more software and more applications, you won't be able to increase the capacity of your computer. The last laptop I bought, now I think that it came with 4 gigs and it's upgradable to 8, I believe, 6 or 8. I'll definitely upgrade it at some point, even though I'm not using it, just because it's so cheap. We use memory, anytime you run programs, it's what the computer uses to run a lot of programs. So the more windows you have open or the more programs you have running, the more RAM that you're going to need. So I hope this lesson was helpful, and we provided some good examples. Make sure you read through here, and as always, you can submit your questions to support@beyourownit.com. We're happy to answer any RAM or memory related questions, and we look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. And remember, as always, you can always make requests for lessons too at support@beyourownit.com. So thanks, and have a great day.